Can you make a relationship work if you and your partner believe vastly different things politically? Well, the truth is yes and no, and I'm going to share in this video why. I'll also share 3 tips to keep the peace and stay in love with a partner who has opposing political views, and share the times where it just won't work. Communication is key in these kinds of relationships, so stay tuned until the end of this video to get free access to 3 free feminine communication scripts, which will show you a loving and drama-free way to communicate with your partner. Here's tip number 1 to thrive in a relationship with opposing political views. Resist the temptation to label your partner as stupid or not as intelligent as you are because they believe something different. Heated political debates often involve both parties thinking that the other person is completely idiotic for believing what they believe in. For a relationship of 2 opposing political parties to work, you have to at least make an effort to understand your partner's point of view and what could motivate them to believe the things that they believe. Instead of labeling them as dumb for their beliefs, get curious. Without judgment, ask them what factors led to their beliefs being where they are. Try to understand what life events motivated their perspective. See if you can get to the emotional reason why they believe what they believe. When we connect on emotion, we can find common ground, even if we can't agree on a belief. Now, the thing is, if you really just can't get past thinking that those who believe opposing political views as you do are dumb or uninformed or just thinking so incorrectly, then you're going to fight with your partner about politics forever and probably start to despise them as well. Contempt is the emotion that factors the highest in divorces, studies show. So if you have contempt for what your partner believes or vice versa, it's not going to go well for the 2 of you. Which brings me to point number 2 on how to thrive in a relationship with opposing political views. You have to agree ahead of time not to fight with each other and try and change the other person's point of view. Now, is it entirely possible that by being with your partner over time, your beliefs could shift more to where theirs are or vice versa, or you could somehow meet in the middle? For sure. But that would happen naturally and as a result of both parties independently shifting their viewpoints just due to exposure to differing beliefs and life experiences, not because of force. If you try to force your partner to change their political views via fighting about it, what's more likely to happen is both of you are going to dig more staunchly into your beliefs, and honestly, this could fully lead to a breakup. Set a game plan and rules ahead of time. For instance, you might not be able to watch political debates together if you know it's going to cause a night-long blowout fight. You might have to each watch the debate with friends, and then of course you can have a discussion about the debate with your partner, but if you do it after having had time to process with friends or family members first, other than your partner, you're likely to have less emotional charge that you just want to spill all over them. Now, caveat here, for some people, debate and conversation about politics is a huge part of their life, and it would feel like a big sacrifice to not be able to talk to their partner about stuff because they share such opposing views. Some people are huge activists, and it's important to their heart that they have a partner who fights for the same things that they believe in. If that's you, then truthfully, having a partner with the same political beliefs or one who'll just go to bat for yours is not just a preference, it's a deal breaker. And you need to know that and choose a partner accordingly. Which brings me to tip number 3 to thrive in a partnership with opposing political views. Separate your partner's political beliefs from their identity and realize that their beliefs are not who they are as a whole. Now again, this is a case-by-case basis, but if you're going to stay with a partner who has opposing views, it's critical that you refrain from seeing their viewpoints as the only thing that defines them, and you look for other qualities outside of their beliefs. You might not like their stance on a particular issue, for instance, but do you like who they are as a whole? Do you like how they treat you? Do you like how they treat others? Do you want the same things in life and have similar goals and visions? If all of those things are a yes, then it would be likely possible for you to focus on the good while not focusing obsessively on changing your partner's political beliefs. Here's the caveat. For some people, what they believe politically is their identity. This isn't right or wrong, it's just a personal choice. For these people, their political beliefs inform how they act, how they treat others, how they see the world, the work that they do, everything. And it is part of their identity. It's the difference between someone saying, I follow a vegan diet because it just makes me feel good, and I'm a vegan and everyone who eats meat is harming the planet and I just can't even be with someone who eats meat or I'll feel sick. When something is a big part of our identity, be it our political beliefs or anything else, it tends to inform every single aspect of how we behave and operate in the world. So if your political ideals are like that for you, where it is your life and you filter your decision making and how you treat people through your beliefs, and it's the same for your partner, I'm sorry to say that your relationship is likely to have a ton of conflict and maybe even end because of it. So if you're with someone who has opposing political views, really take the time to get honest and consider, in 2 or 5 or 10 years down the road, is how they think about certain political issues going to cause problems in our life or be something that feels like it's a block to me having the kind of life that I want? Is my political point of view a strong part of my identity that I don't want to shift because I like it and I feel like it makes me who I am? Can I talk to my partner about politics without fighting and thinking they're an absolute idiot for believing what they believe? There's no one size fits all for the situation, but what you do want to do is be in a relationship that feels like you get to be the most you, and so does the other person. Did you like this video? If so, please like it here, leave me a comment, and make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.